And the trade war between U.S. and Canada is hitting the tourism industry. ABC's Lionel Moisey tells us how Canadians are changing travel plans and what will happen if other nations join in.
Like a good neighbor, Canada has seemingly always been there for the U.S. tourism industry, but this year is different.
I was planning a trip to LA to see a friend. However, we decided to go to Mexico instead.
A new survey warns 30% of Canadians who had trips to the U.S. planned have now canceled them as tensions rise between the two countries. From the dispute over tariffs triggering boos for the American anthem, President Trump's talk of making Canada the 51st state. Canadians are vowing to make their voices heard.
It's Canada strong. We can stand up for ourselves. We've called out those comments. They're disrespectful.
The Thousand Islands area on the U.S.-Canada border already feeling the strain.
What we've noticed is a lot of our potential visitors, particularly on the Canadian side, they're quite angry. They're quite hurt by what they see as policy and rhetoric that is attacking.
Dollywood and other attractions in Tennessee also bracing.
One of our tour operators told us immediately she lost about 30% of her business trips that she had already booked to the U.S.
Airlines affected too. Canada-based WestJet says bookings to the U.S. have fallen nearly 25%. And it's not just Canadians avoiding travel to the U.S. Analysts say a trade war with Europe and other allies could trigger a drop of nearly 11% in travel spending this year. President Trump has said the tariffs on Canada and European allies are necessary to restore fairness to global trade and bring jobs back to the U.S. Lionel Moisey, ABC News, New York.